I was so excited. I was walking through the clubhouse before, and I saw like a bunch of guys in Yankees uniforms, and I don't know, it just hit me that this was for real.
Baseball is back. You've done it. You guys have made it to opening day, and we finally have official MLB recaps to make every single day. In the last 2 years of this series, I've only missed 2 episodes. So if you guys don't have ESPN, if you don't have MLB Network, this is the place to be because I am obsessed with baseball. I don't miss these videos, so stay tuned. Right after you guys hit that subscribe button, we're going to go ahead and talk about some huge stories, both from the 2 games that happened yesterday, the Nationals versus the Yankees and the Dodgers versus the AAA Giants. I would be surprised if the Giants win more than 10 games this year, and that's being on the nice side. So if you're a Giants fan, my heart goes out to you because it's going to be a long 2020 season. We also have an update from Gerrit, who just signed with the brand new squad. We have an update on the Blue Jays because they can't play in Toronto, so where are they going to play? And then also, the season started yesterday, and Robert Manfred was still doing his thing of changing the rules, and the playoffs are going to be a whole lot different this upcoming season. So make sure you guys watch all the way until the end. I'm going to update you guys all the way. But without further ado, for the first time, I can officially say, let's start talking baseball. Now, real quick before we get into the highlights, I quickly want to discuss the hot topics that are going around. The breaking news coming from yesterday that Gerrit has now signed a minor league deal with the Chicago Cubs. Now, I don't know if this means that he's going to be a backup for Anthony Rizzo, considering Rizzo has had a ton of back problems the last couple weeks. Now, he did hit a home run a couple days ago, so I think that he's going to be fine. And then also a huge update on the Toronto Blue Jays and where they're going to be playing their home games in 2020. It's official. The deal is done. They will be playing in Buffalo. If that sounds familiar, the team that you're probably most familiar with in Buffalo is the Bisons. Who play for that team? Kevin Biggio, Bo Bichette, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So the last time that Vlad was in that ballpark, he was absolutely raking. So this might be the year that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. absolutely explodes just because he's so used to that stadium. It just feels like home. So there you guys go. Gerrit is on the Cubs now, and the Blue Jays will be playing in Buffalo. Hopefully you guys can see the pictures right now of the stadium that they'll be rocking with. Now we get into opening night. Gerrit Cole versus Max Scherzer. This was the second time in MLB history that 2 pitchers faced each other in the World Series and then faced each other on opening day. The last time was Edison Volquez versus Matt Harvey when the Royals played the Mets, so that was a long time ago, but in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't too long ago. The biggest story from this game was the fact that Juan Soto tested positive, so he's going to have to be out for the next 2, maybe 3 weeks. He has to have 2 consecutive negative tests in order to come back, but he was with the team taking batting practice yesterday. What does that mean? The entire team could be at risk. So they all took their test. They're all coming back today. I don't know why they don't have the 15-minute test. Like, my girlfriend took a 15-minute test for her restaurant job and she got the results back. I don't understand why these professional baseball players can't get the results a whole lot quicker because it puts the entire league at risk. But if you guys are wondering what happened yesterday, all I really have to say is Gerrit Cole threw a complete game, 1 hitter because the rain delay, it canceled it, and they called it a game after 5 innings. And Giancarlo Stanton, my goodness gracious, he hit this baseball 460 feet, but you could have convinced me that it went 800.
Stanton with a drive out to left center field, and just like that, the Yankees have jumped in front, 2-0 New York.
So you guys saw the intro video of Gerrit Cole super hyped up that he is playing for his dream team in the Yankees. Giancarlo Stanton had a great game. Aaron Judge had 2 hits as well. So the Yankees are firing on all cylinders. Now, 2 people that are not to start the season is one, Dr. Fauci. If you guys missed the first pitch, here it is. And then also Angel Hernandez. I guess that he's on his game because when he's on his game, he's just really bad. He called this pitch a strike yesterday, and then Twitter let him have it. So, yeah, Dr. Fauci and Angel Hernandez, they're not so great at what they do, at least in terms on the baseball diamond. Moving on over to the LA Dodgers versus the Giants. This was one of the more lopsided games that I've ever seen in my entire life, even with Clayton Kershaw, who has the 2nd best ERA in the history on opening day. He was scratched from his start because of a back injury that he suffered in the weight room. Dustin May, it's May Day, he got the start and he looked terrific. He throws a 98 to 99 mile an hour sinker. But the stars of yesterday's games were, of of course, Mookie Betts, who collected his first hit as a member of the Los Angeles Dodgers. There was a lot of stuff that happened before the game that got a lot of attention with Mookie Betts and Cody Bellinger, the whole kneeling stuff, but we'll talk about that at the end of the video. I'm not trying to bring politics into this series, but I do want to get your opinion. But the star of yesterday's game was Kike Hernandez, going 4 for 5 with 5 RBIs. So yeah, they're looking pretty smart for holding back Gavin Lux, because Kike said, yo, get on my back, guys. I got this.
Deep into the left field corner, Kike Hernandez, it's gone. Home run for Hernandez, and what a night for Kike.
You guys just saw the highlights for the Dodgers versus the Giants game. Now, one thing I do want to throw out there is the fact that, of course, I do feel bad for Giants fans, but a big reason, I think the main reason, is the fact that you have to deal with Gabe Kapler as your manager. In a 1-1 game, he took out Brandon Crawford, a leader, and he said that the only player that has a starting job officially is Evan Longoria. Mike Yastrzemski, nope, you got to earn your stripes. I don't understand what this guy is doing, so Gabe, yeah, just bad. Now we're going to talk about the brand new rules, and when I say brand new, I literally mean this happened on opening day, right before the season started. The playoff structure in 2020 has expanded. So if you guys did not know, it went from, I think, 10 teams all the way up to 16 teams, which is insane to me. I'm going to go ahead and throw up a tweet right now from Jim Bowden. I think he was a former GM. I can't remember exactly what was the team? Maybe the Mariners? I think I saw him introduce Ken Griffey Jr. I could be wrong on that, but he does follow me on Twitter. So I feel a little important that he does follow me and values my opinions, but he came out and had his updated predictions based off the 16 teams. So the way that it's going to work is that the best teams, the number 1 team from every single division, they will get a first round bye. The team that comes in second place, they're obviously going to have to play, but they're going to have home field advantage in the first round. So every single game will be played where their home ballpark is. And then after that, you guys know that it's just going to be pretty much a wild dash to the finish. Is it going to be the White Sox? Is it going to be the Indians? Maybe the Rangers if Corey Kluber actually has a really good season in the National League? Is it going to be the Mets because they just suffered a big injury? So they're going to have some late game heroics if they're going to make the playoffs. It's just insane to me that over half of the league will be making the playoffs this season, and I want you guys to let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. To me, it really puts a dull on the regular season. It's almost like the NBA, where you already know who the top 8 teams are going to be. It's thinking about who's going to make the championship. So right now, it's like, are the Dodgers and the Yankees still going to make it? Probably. I mean, that's the easy pick, but now you have to worry about going up against Lance Lynn and Kluber or Bieber and Clevenger in a 5-game series, which could be a whole lot closer than a lot of people think. So yeah, it makes the playoffs a little bit more interesting, but the regular season, man, I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. I have 3 names that I want to go ahead and hone in on real quick before we get into the kind of political side of today's video. We will not spend a lot of time, I promise. I swear to you guys. But Kwang Hyun Kim, I think I said that right. He is the brand new closer for the St. Louis Cardinals. He struck out the side a couple days ago. So if you guys are fantasy nerds and you have not yet drafted your team, look out for this guy to be electric for the Cardinals. And also, I'm going to roll a couple plays from Vlad Jr. and Bo Bichette. I'm telling you, these guys, they look a little bit leaner. They look a little bit more prepared. I feel like the Blue Jays are going to be the dark horse team to make the playoffs, maybe even over the White Sox. Now, one more story is Nate Pearson. He did not make the squad. I was hoping so because he can throw 102. Unfortunately, though, it's going to be up to Vlad Jr., Bo Bichette, Kevin Biggio, Hungjin Ryu to carry the squad this year.
Full count delivery. Swung on and crushed. Deep left field into that Fenway night and gone.
And a diving play by Bichette, quickly to his feet. Ooh. And got him. Wow. Standout play by Bichette. Getting down on that ground.
Now, the 2 quick political stories really fast. One, the Indians, they met up with a Native American tribe or organization to talk about if they should change their name, and if so, what should they change it to? So let me know, do you think the Indians should change their name? And then also the Boston Red Sox outside of Fenway Park, they put this huge banner on the back of Fenway. So I want you guys to please be polite, try to be civil, which I know is hard to do on Twitter and any social media platform, to be civil about your opinion. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's a huge favor to ask, but you guys will rock out however you choose. Are you down for that? Are you not down for that? Let me know all of your thoughts. And I guess that does it. Today was a pretty roller coaster day, if you have to ask me. We had some highlights that were really awesome between Gerrit Cole and Giancarlo Stanton, down to Kike Hernandez, but then also Juan Soto, what's happening with him, what's happening with Gabe Kapler, and the playoffs also, 16 teams. Wow, that's a lot of squads. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are brand new to the channel, we always end the video with this day in Major League Baseball history. So what happened in the past on today's date? Roll it.
Long drive, right field, way back, near the wall, and there it is! Home run number 400, Carl Yastrzemski. Now, listen and watch.
They're measuring. They might be going to call George Brett out.
Well, the Yankees win. He's out.
Yes, sir.
Brett is out. Look at this. Brett is out. And
He's steaming mad.
he is out. And having
The Red Sox yawning.
Alex Rodriguez is drilled, and he says something to Bronson Arroyo. And we know what he said. Here we go. Veritek and A-Rod going at it.
We got to work on this. Have to have an intervention. And a swing and a miss for Tim Wakefield. It's a milestone for Wakefield. His 2000th in a Red Sox uniform. It's 10-3. Red Sox on top.
On the way, Pujols waiting on it. That's shallow center field. It's Santander, and they got it! And Wilkerson gets the save. And the Orioles have won a 10-8 ball game in 16 innings.